In the chapter Light, Reflection and the Refraction of class 10 physics, we have discussed about the spherical lenses as concave and convex and the rules for drawing the ray diagram. Hope you have revised this. Today we will discuss about the formation of image by convex lens. As you are aware that the ray diagram and the rules and these are similar to that of the mirror. For convex lens it is similar to that of concave mirror, and for concave lens it is similar to the convex mirror. So let us see. For that you can refer NCERT textbook of class 10 physics, table 10.4 and figure 10.16. Okay. So as you are aware that for the convex lens, this is optic center and this is line on x-axis which we call principal axis, positive x-axis on right side, negative x-axis on left side, as on the number line you are aware of it. So how many center of the curvature and the focus are there? There are two, you are aware of it. This is one center of curvature on right side and also on the left side, and this is midpoint of center of curvature to optic center is called focus. Similarly on right side, focus. So this is first center of curvature, first focus, second center of curvature, and all the distances are measured from the optic center by applying the new Cartesian sign convention, as you have done in the case of the mirrors, spherical mirrors. Similarly here in case of the spherical lenses we will apply the new Cartesian sign convention, and all the distances of the object will be measured, and its image, its height of object and image will be measured from the optic center. What is the other name of center of curvature? C1 to F1. Similarly, what is the other name of C2? To F2, as it is double. You are aware that the radius of curvature is just double of the focal length, and here this distance is the focal length, as focus always lies on the positive side in case of the convex lens. Focal length is always positive. Keep this in your mind always. Okay. And what is the distance from optic center to the center of curvature is called radius of curvature. This basic thing you must know before drawing the ray diagram for formation of the image. And rules we have already discussed about this. And so the object will be placed at the infinity first of all, negative infinity. So this is the first case when the object is placed at infinity. Then what is the second? When it is beyond C. Okay, this is the second case when the object will be beyond C. This is at infinity, this is beyond C, and after that the object will be placed at C. So we have to bring the object from infinity towards the lens. So step by step at all the stages we will find the image formed by it. So this is the third case. After that the object will be, after this at C, then it is between C and F. Between C and F. After that the object will be at F, at the focus at F, and after that the object will be between F and optic center. So these are the cases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let us see one by one where the image is formed. So you are aware that this is the height of object. We are denoting it by which symbol? Small h. That is the height of object, and the image will be formed by this object. We will denote it by h dash. So h is the height of object. You can write this, make a note of this, whatever you have understood, and h dash is height of image formed by this object when it is placed in front of the convex lens or spherical lenses. And similarly, what is u? U is the distance of object from which point? Optic center, because all the distance are measured from the optic center in case of the lenses. And similarly, small v is the distance of image from optic center. Okay. So accordingly, you will put the sign convention. As object is on the left hand side, always you will be negative, and where the image will be formed, if it is on the left side, it is also negative. Accordingly, you will put the sign at the height of the object, because this is on the graph x and y axis, you are aware of it. Okay, so above that will be positive y axis and below negative y axis. Accordingly, you will put the sign. So let us see one by one. So first case is object is placed at infinity and image is formed at the focus. So we will draw that. Hope you are revising whatever you have read earlier. Okay, you make a note of it, daily practice it, so that you can easily solve the numericals and questions based on this. Right. So this is the convex lens, and this is the principal axis, focus, center of curvature. The distance should be same. Keep this in your mind. So this is f1, c1. This is also called 2f1. Like here. So we will draw like this is the object. It is very far at the infinity when object is placed at infinity. So any ray parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus. You are aware of it. So we will draw the ray diagram like this. This ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis. This is also parallel to the principal axis. The tip of the object AB. Okay. The top point is taken as A and lower point is taken as B, for example. So this is the object and image will be formed at the focus. So that's why it is also called converging lens, because the rays are converging, meeting at a point at focus. So this is the first case when object is at infinity, image is formed where? Image at focus. You can see here clearly. You will draw the ray diagram and put arrow accordingly. So this is the first case. After that, we will see the second case when the object will be placed beyond C. Okay, let us do that also. Right. Now the object is moving towards the lens and it has reached here beyond C. This is the object. Now again we will apply the same. You are aware of the rules. Any two rules we will apply, and the intersection of those rays will be giving the solution and the image formed at that point. Okay. Now what is the other? Any ray passing through the optic center passes through it without any deviation. You are aware of it. So we will apply that also. This is the first one, ray passing through parallel to the principal passes through focus. This is the one line, one ray, and similarly other one from the tip of the object. You will draw the line passing through the optic center. Okay. So you can draw a straight line by using a scale, ruler, and you will get the like this. So what you have observed, when object is beyond C, image is formed where? Between C and F. Image will be formed between C and F. As you can see here, the intersection of both the rays, we are getting it between C and F. So you will draw like this. So this is the image form. Okay. So at the first case, when the object was formed at focus, it is point size. Now here, when it is between C and F, it is smaller. Okay, diminished size than the object. You can see here clearly, the height of the object is denoted by h, height of the image is denoted by h dash. This is the image. I for image, O for object. Right? So now what is the next case after this second one, when the object is beyond C? After that we will put the object at C. Let us see the ray diagram for that. So every time you have to draw the diagram neatly like this, what I am drawing like this. Okay. So label all the points, F1, F2, C1, C2. Now the object is placed at C, the third case. Now this is the height of the object, we will apply the rules which you have already studied in the earlier sessions. Okay. So an ray passing parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus. You are aware of this. We are applying this first of all, for example. Now other an ray passing to the optic center will be passing without any deviation. Let us do that also. So what we observe, that the image is found where? At C. You can see this is point C, and here only we are getting the image of this object, and it of the same size. If h is the height of object, h dash is height of image, so here h is equal to h dash. Height of the object is equal to the height of image. Now after this we will bring the object closer to the lens, convex lens, where it will reach now between C and F. So let us do that, and in all these cases you will find from infinity to beyond C at C. Now here if this is AB, the image is for BA, that is image, nature of the image, is inverted and real, IR. Okay, inverted and real, so it is AB, it becomes BA. Okay, now after this we will draw the diagram for object when it is placed between C and F. Okay, so now the object is between C and C1 and F1. We mark it like this. This is the object, or is between C1 and F1. So this is point C1, this is F1. This is the fourth case. Now here where will the image form? So let us see. Draw the ray diagram like this is the object AB, height. Now ray parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus, and other passing through the optic center will be passing without any deviation. So the definition of optic center, you can say that a point on the midpoint on the lens where the ray passes, refracts without any deviation. Okay. So what we observed here, that the ray which is passing, they are intersecting at this point. So this is the height of the object, and image is formed here at this point. So this is the height of the image, okay, which is denoted by h dash. You can see here clearly that the image from this point to this point is very large. So enlarged image is formed when the object is between C and F. Image is formed beyond C, B-E-Y-O-N-D, beyond C, and the nature of the image will be inverted and the real. So as you can see, AB, this will become B and A, upside down, right? Hope it is clear to you, all the four cases. Now fifth case we will reach at the focus, and after that between focus and optic center. Let's see that also. Okay, now the object is at F. All of you practice this in your notebook many times, so that you can easily draw an exam whenever it is asked. Okay, so this is the principal axis, as you are aware of it, negative infinity here, positive infinity. object is placed at F, at F1. So this is the object, height of the object is denoted by H. Now we will apply the rules. Ray passing parallel to the principal axis. What will happen? It will refract and pass through the focus. So you must label C1 F1 and F2 C2. Passing parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focus like this. You will draw the ray, and the other one passing through the optic center will pass without any deviation. So let us draw that also from the tip of the object. These 2 points are needed for one straight line. You are aware of it, and you can find here that it is going parallel, where it will meet at the infinity. So when the object is placed at the focus, image is formed at infinity. So at infinity. And how is the size of the image? Highly enlarged. Okay, where it will be down very far. Okay, so that is the height of the image. H dash is highly enlarged. So what you have observed, when the object was at the infinity, image was formed at the focus in the first case. Second, when we have brought object beyond C, image was formed between C and F. When the object was at C, image was also formed at C of the same size. So gradually the size is increasing. Okay, and now the object which was placed at between C and F, the image was formed beyond C. After that, in this case, fifth one. Okay, here you have observed that when the object is at focus at F, the image is formed at infinity and highly enlarged. Now we have reached to the last case here, when the object will be between F and F1 and optic center or the lens. So let us draw that also. So this is principal axis, this is convex lens, optic center. We will label F1 F2, C1 C2, right? Okay, after this the object we will keep here between F and optic center like this. So where will be the image formed? This is object, height of the object is H. We will apply the rules for this object. Is between F1 and optic center. Now the ray passing parallel to the principal axis will pass through the focus. So draw that. Okay. Other you will apply the rule, passing to the optic center will pass without any deviation. So this is one point, and the other you will let the ray pass through it, refract it, put arrow in that where the ray is going. Now they are not meeting on the right hand side, but they will meet here on the left hand side. So we will let it proceed the same ray. Okay, the same ray we will proceed it on the left side when the object is placed, towards that. So the same straight line you will let it proceed. And what you will observe, the other ray also. So here observe that the image is formed here on the left hand side, and it is enlarged image. So this is virtual and erect. Virtual and erect image is formed in the last case, sixth one, when the object is between focus and optic center. So this is the height of image S dash. All of you are aware of labeling the variable u and v. Here the distance of the object from the optic center is denoted by small u, this distance. Distance of the image from optic center is denoted by v. from here come to the image. So this is generated by small v. You can observe that both are on the left side, so it will be negative or positive? Negative as per the new Cartesian sign convention. And height of the image is above the x-axis, so it is positive because it is positive y-axis. Positive y, negative x and positive x-axis. You are aware of this in mathematics, and physics is applied mathematics, correct? So this is the height of the object is also positive, height of image is also. Accordingly you will be able to draw this. Hope it is clear to you. Revise it. Okay. Next time we will discuss about the ray diagram formed by concave lens. Okay. Thank you very much.